Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Love at First Sight for Steam Part 4. Today, the conversation with Sachi and her aunt continues. Should I try to point that out? She turns to Sachi, but before she can speak, I open my own mouth. I am Fukunaga Mamoru. I recently transferred schools and met Sachi a few days ago. I came with her so I could carry the bag of books and manga I'm letting her borrow. I tried to say this as politely as possible, but I'm probably talking way too quickly. I see. Thank you for doing that for her, Mamoru-kun. Her speech is polite, but she says this in a very flat tone, and it's hard to tell what she's thinking. Of course. Now I must get going. Sachi, since you're late, you'll have to eat alone. Okay. With that, the woman rushes out of the house. I watch her for a bit until she turns the street corner, but she never looks back this way. A family member, eh? You called her your aunt? Yes, my mother's sister. I'm living with her right now. I see. I want to ask about her family situation, but swallow the thought and ask what I think is more important. That woman, your Aunt Mayumi, does she treat you badly? Huh? No, not at all. I can't really seem to get close to her, though. Oh. I don't know if Sachi's bad at telling lies or not, but it doesn't seem like a lie, at least. She might be getting her injuries from being bullied at school, after all. But without knowing how her family treated her, I couldn't be sure. Okay, I'm going home. You can return to manga whenever. Oh, sure. Really, thank you so much. See you next week. Yeah, see you. Sachi hoists the bag of manga up with a grunt and heads inside. After making sure she made it inside alright, I start walking toward my own house. I'm worried that our relationship isn't coming along as well as I had hoped, but at least it doesn't seem like she's being abused by her family. At any rate, I think we've gotten just a little bit closer than where we were before, and I smile as I think about that. And we move on to Act 3. Have one's eye on. The next day, Saturday. On the days when we don't have school, I usually go hang out with Tomo and Akemi. Today, though, it seems Akemi's busy, so instead I'm at Tomo's house browsing through his books. Tomo has a minor collection of pretty interesting manga and novels, and it's not too unusual that we'd hang out in his room every now and then. Is Akemi still doing things with her club? Ballet club, right? No, she's at a birthday party for some third-year student she knows. Man, she's got a big network of friends. It's because she's both adventurous and kind-hearted. She does have that kind of personality, but she's also pretty. And she's good at studying and sports. That's probably what makes her so popular. Probably. Isn't she bothered by that? If she is, I've never heard her say so. As usual, he doesn't go into detail. The fact that he only replies with such a non-committal answer is aggravating, so I try to probe him for more. Aren't you two going out? What's that supposed to mean? No, I'm not mocking you or anything. The way you two are so close, I honestly thought you were going out at first. We've just known each other for a long time. Do you want to? Who cares? Anyway, what about you? It looks like you've got a crush of your own. It's pretty unusual for Tomo to change the topic so bluntly like that. Pointing that out might be bad, though, so I let it slide. How could you think I have a crush on Akemi? Not her. Don't you have a thing for the one-eyed girl in the first-year classes that you're trying so hard to become friends with? You mean Sachi? Indeed. Getting close to the girl with no friends who's bullied at school? If you're not doing it out of Akemi levels of random kindness, poking your nose into that girl's business is only going to cause trouble. What are you trying to achieve? Do you have a crush on her or something? No. Come to think of it, I've never considered why I want to get closer to Sachi so badly. Maybe I just got involved because I pitied her, like Tomo said, rather than out of kindness of my heart. ... I guess you don't even know yourself. Feeling uneasy with the silence I've created between us, I blurt out the first thing that comes to my mind. You're probably right. I suppose there was no need to enter like that, though. So anyway, what's going on with her? Oh, I ended up walking back to her house with her so I could give her the manga all at once. To her house? That's pretty, daring. ... After that, I tell him about the time I've spent with Sachi so far. Even though I was a little hesitant when I started, as I go on telling Sachi's story, I reflect on it all and realize I've actually been having a good time. It's not like we did anything especially fun, but I have enjoyed talking with her. Still, am I really doing this because I have some kind of crush on her? But I feel like that's not an easy question to answer, so I try to shake it from my mind. It's not like I need an answer right now anyway. ... Monday, the beginning of the school week. I normally have to drag myself out of the house, my brain heavy with gloom and drowsiness, but today I'm feeling a little different as I walk down the street. Usually I make a beeline towards school, but instead I'm straying from my normal path to take another nearby street there. It's not like it's a big loss of time, but since the fastest way to school is to go straight ahead from my house, I don't normally use this road. Of course, it's not like I'm just choosing to go this way for no reason. I could go faster if I take streets without many people on them. And of course, even if it's unlikely, I thought that if I go this way, I might... ... As I walk on, I see a figure ahead of me. The torn uniform, the messy hair, the slim build, and of course, the bandages on her head. There's no mistaking who it is in front of me. Sachi. I speed up to catch her and nudge her shoulder. Hey, morning. Sachi turns toward me with a startled look on her face, no doubt from my sudden appearance. I guess I should have expected that kind of reaction.
Mamoru-senpai, why are you here?
Sorry for sneaking up on you. My house is right near here. I mentioned that, didn't I? The route I normally take is just one street over.
Oh, really?
Yep, and I took this street hoping I'd see you. I didn't think I actually would, though. Do you mind if I walk to school with you?
No.
It doesn't really show in her expression, but I think I hear a little excitement in her voice. Might just be my imagination, though. How was your weekend? Did you read some of the manga I lent you?
Oh, yes. I've already finished parts of the 2 series you lent me. Both of them were really good.
Her tone is uncharacteristically lively. She's wearing a cheerful expression I've never seen until now, but her good mood kind of rubs off on me, too. I'm glad, then.
I thought I should return the books I'm already finished with, so I brought them with me today.
I said you could take your time, didn't I?
Are you sure?
Of course. What should I give you next? Oh, actually, which of those did you like best?
Both were good, but I like this one the best. The one with the boy who could see ghosts. ...
As we continue walking and talking about the manga's contents, the school comes into view. Sachi has been fairly talkative on the way here, holding an actual conversation with me. Carrying all that manga for her was definitely worth it if it makes her that happy. We're already here, huh? I usually walk to school alone, but this is more fun.
Yeah.
While we were walking, she was still keeping her eye out for the people, but I noticed that she was mostly focusing on me. As we enter the school where there are more prying eyes, however, she starts keeping her head down and walking on the side of the path to try to stay out of sight. Isn't there at least some way I can help her feel more comfortable? If I have time, I think I'll take the same street again today. If we're lucky, maybe we can go home together again. As long as you don't mind, that is.
I don't mind or anything. I like being able to talk with you, Senpai.
Really? I'm glad to hear it. Oh, I need to change my shoes. One sec.
Right. Me too.
Looking ahead, Sachi suddenly slows her pace and hides behind me as much as she can, like she's trying to disappear. I shift my gaze in the direction she was looking and see a lone girl passing in front of the first-year shoe rack. Her hair is dyed blonde and she's wearing a short skirt. Even though we're a ways from her, I can see the sour look on her face. Wait, is that the Sadakawa girl? I ask this quietly as I look over my shoulder while still trying to keep Sachi hidden.
You know her?
No, I've only heard rumors about her. As I'm working out how to talk about this with Sachi, the bell rings. The girl who I'm pretty sure is Sadakawa hears it and heads to her class. It's a good thing we weren't in a hurry. We just barely missed her as it is. It looks like she's already gone. Sachi, you need to get going too, don't you? Sachi probably doesn't want to continue this line of conversation. I make sure Sadakawa is definitely gone, and with a sigh of relief, nod to Sachi.
Oh, yeah, right.
Let me join you for lunch again. See you later.
Okay, see you.
So that was the infamous Sadakawa Rui, huh? Since I've never actually talked to her, I can't say for sure, but I could tell just from looking at her that she has an aggressive personality. Making friends with Sachi is good and all, but I should probably find out what I can about Sadakawa as well. ... Morning classes are over and it's lunchtime now. However, it's only Tomo and me in the empty classroom today. I had planned on asking Tomo about Sadakawa, based on how scared Sachi was just from seeing her. There's no doubt in my mind that Sadakawa is the one bullying her. Wait, where's Akemi? She had some business in the faculty room. She should be here soon. I see. Perfect. Before she gets here, there's something I wanted to ask you. What's up? Well, first, if we only have until Akemi comes back, I probably won't be able to go into detail about much. I wanted to know about the girl you mentioned before, the first-year student, Sadakawa. As soon as we started talking about her, Akemi got really quiet, so I figured it'd be better to ask when she's not around. You said you've met her in the past? That's what you want, huh? Well, it's not like it's a secret, I suppose. We met her 2 years ago, when Akemi and I were in our last year of middle school. Sadakawa transferred into our school. Since we were in different grades, we didn't meet her right away. But even back then, she seemed like a violent person, and rumors soon made their way to us. So then Akemi, with her motto at the time being love and peace, went and tried to rehabilitate her. Somehow, I'm not surprised. Well, I didn't say that she succeeded. Sadakawa made fun of her mercilessly. But still, Akemi refused to give up. That girl's so damn stubborn. It finally ended when the two got in a nasty fight. No one tried to stop them? Well, I rushed to intervene, but it's not like Akemi just stood there and took Sadakawa's blows. It looked like Akemi lost her cool, and she fought Sadakawa with everything she had. That was not something I was expecting from her. What happened to her? It was not just a simple squabble. Akemi's always had good reflexes, and Sadakawa seemed to have a lot of experience in fights. They kicked and punched, and naturally when they started using their knees and elbows, I had to stop them. I never would have guessed Akemi would be able to fight. Even I didn't know she could, and I've known her for a long time. I saw a side of her I never knew existed that day. Did Sadakawa say something to make Akemi so angry? Really, I think that when Sadakawa punched her the first time, she flipped the switch inside Akemi. I guess when Akemi snapped, she really snapped. So after the fight, Akemi became really depressed and was a totally different person for a while. Because she didn't win? If I had to guess, I'd say that it wasn't because she lost. Rather, I think the fact that she couldn't change Sadakawa came as a huge shock to her. What do you mean? Akemi is really good at becoming friends with people. You have noticed that, haven't you? Yeah. No matter how gloomy or rebellious a person is or how different their interests are to Akemi's, she can always find something to be friendly about. But Sadakawa was not having any of that. After that day, whenever she got depressed, it was because she had come in contact with Sadakawa again. That's also surprising. Akemi always seems like the type to look forward no matter what. Well, the old Akemi was a real wimp, at least. If she could try to make up with Sadakawa at some point, I think that might cheer her up. But those two are like oil and water. I can't force her to do that. No one can. I suppose it's best to not talk about Sadakawa in front of her then. Unless she brings it up herself, then yeah, I think that's wise. At least until she has a change of heart. I think Akemi will find her own way to deal with it. You think so? Yeah, it seems like you might want to ask around about Sadakawa and Sachi's relationship. If you want, I could try asking around. See what people say. Recent information about Sadakawa might be more use to you than information about her past. Really? Yeah, that would be useful information to have. I appreciate your help. I guess both of us are helping Sachi out in our own ways, even if Tomo's not directly involved. I know I can rely on him for this, especially since he has a lot more connections than I do. Akemi and I will gather any info we hear. Sadakawa doesn't seem to be as violent as she was before, but it doesn't seem like Sachi-chan is asking for help either. Plus, I think Sadakawa is the only one bullying Sachi-chan. One victim and one tormentor. That wouldn't stand out too much. Most of the students outside of their class probably don't know anything about it. Whatever the other students and the teachers think, I doubt they know the whole story. Even if they suspect what's going on, they'll most likely turn a blind eye to it, since no one wants to get involved in that. So in other words, as it stands, no one's going to lift a finger to help Sachi. Precisely. Well then, if no one else is involved, resolving this shouldn't be too hard. However the other students think of Sachi, I'm pretty sure they'll turn as a blind eye to you as helping her as they have to Sadakawa abusing her. If Sadakawa was the only one bullying her, I think I should be able to get her to stop. That's assuming she doesn't have any friends in on it or with her, of course. You probably could, but I doubt it'll go smoothly either way. Sachi has me, and I have you guys. We'll definitely work something out. I hope so.
Sorry I'm late, guys!
Akemi calls out as she barges into the room, her loud voice disturbing the calm of the classroom.
I'm starving! Wait, you two haven't eaten yet? Could it be that you were waiting for me?
Oh, right. I forgot about my lunch.
So you weren't waiting for me then?
What should I do? If I take my time eating now, I won't have time to go see Sachi. Why don't you eat over there? You've become good enough friends with her, haven't you? But Akemi just got here.
I was late today, so don't you worry about it. Just hurry up and introduce me to Sachi already.
Fine, I get it. But thanks for everything, guys.
Everything?
Akemi, who hasn't been part of the conversation until now, tilts her head in confusion. Yeah, everything. Anyway, I'm going. Dot dot dot. Hey.
Oh, Mamoru-senpai. Hello.
Since I didn't eat part of my lunch, I'm able to meet Sachi a little earlier than last time. As I arrive, I see something unexpected. At first, she's surprised to see me, but her surprise soon becomes joy as a smile begins to bloom on her face. Until now, she's always had a downcast look about her. Does that smile mean she likes hanging out with me? And on that happy little note, we're gonna cut it off here, folks. So, stay tuned for Let's Play Love at First Sight for Steam Part 5, when we have our lunchtime with Sachi again in the stairwell. Anyway, see you then, peoples!